This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And some room to run now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. On second down, Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Play action. It's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 2nd and 5. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
The tackle made back at his own 49. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 4th down, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's good.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. So now following the sack, often the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Goff. His throw incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. There's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 45 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and you have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you have 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
3rd and 2. Goff goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On first down, Smith. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to Walker on 1st down. Michael Brockers in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion. Hurt. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The middle linebacker at 4-3, so often the captain of the defense gets them all lined up, and the captain made a great read there to snuff that play out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Goff. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Play action. It's Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Go! 8 yards to go on second down.
Seven Pirates. Rig alert. Hawk 70. Ready?
Throwing now is Geno. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. To throw is Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Lions on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Williams, a man in motion right. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now a give, right side, Swift. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack? Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here we go on fourth. Goff buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Jack Fox to kick off the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Smith. Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Mustang 19, 79 Broncos.
Smith now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Geno now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after here coming up. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Packers 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Herbert now. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Being chased out left. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he has it complete to Christian Watson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers again now. This pass complete to Melton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 26. 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To about the 48-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle with Eckler. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Herbert. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got the 1st down and more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So